for Denver.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is Jakeem Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now before the play clock runs out, Brian Flores is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
From the gun, it's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure at this point.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A gain of
so quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Hamler now on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
But you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up second and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Lock. He completes this to Sutton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Breida.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. 47's the mic.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Dolphins 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the 1st round. He went there.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. So simple math here. The first half, they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
A.J. Boyer.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive. And then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And returning it, here's Hamler. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Open ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drive.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Down by Von Miller.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and John. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams.
Complete to
Preston Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Dolphins 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Locke again. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And it's on for the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
55-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
The tackle made by...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down and 4. Locke on the slant, completes to Sutton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a big 32-yard play on third.
First down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That'll be complete to Breida. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Complete.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tua to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Bradley Chubb. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll go again with Lindsey. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Taken down.
Well, Parker, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on 3rd down. Locke able to get this to Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey, here's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it's 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now, boy, yard line.